Yeah, look, we played a good 20 minutes. Wollongong or Illawarra got on a good roll in the third quarter, but it was good to see how we responded. You can see we got some players that relished that moment, and different guys just stood up in at different times. So for me, it was really pleasing to weather the storm, and then we got the stops, and then we executed very well on offense.
I know that D-Trans was a real focus early on, and you got that job done. Offensively, though, that's your highest score of the season. You haven't been kept below 90 this month. Your season average is 89, now it's mid-90. So how good can this offense be?
Oh, well, a lot of it's driven through our defense. We got some potent offensive players, but if you don't have the ball, you can't play offense. So we work hard on defense, our different schemes. I think that's where our biggest growth has been. But for you guys, you can see it statistically in our offense.
Luke Travers, I know, probably early midweek game in New Zealand, then away to Sydney. Will he play any of those games, do you know?
Oh, well, through my eyes, absolutely. But, he did some kind of ankle sprain, so we'll have to evaluate and assess and go from there. But, we're lucky we got some days off before our next game, so hopefully he can bounce back pretty quick.
How important was it to get that result after the overtime loss to Brisbane the other day?
Yeah, look, right now with the way the ladder is, every win, it doesn't matter who you're playing, where you're playing, like a win is huge, and against some teams it's nearly like a double win. So to come on the road and have a performance like that gets this part of our road triple, I guess you would say, on a good start.
Obviously the Hawks have been struggling a lot this season. What did you actually make of them? Obviously that third quarter they were pretty impressive.
Yeah, look, they're a dangerous team. As you guys referenced before, like in transition, they're an explosive and dynamic team. Jacob, in my opinion, he's giving a lot of young guys in this league an opportunity. So depending on how you look at that, you come to your own conclusion. But who before the season thought someone like Lucky Dent would be playing to this level? So Jacob has to get some credit for the way that he's persisted with these young guys, and they're growing and getting better.
Do you reckon the combination between, as you mentioned earlier in the game, between Travis, Cotton and Thomas helped towards the result today?
Yeah, look, what I would say is you mentioned those three. You throw in Webster, and you throw in Manic, that's pretty good 5 when things are going very well. Potent offensively. Luke Travers, very smart player, so he complements those guys. So I think 3 of those guys ended up in the 20-plus range tonight, and then Thomas, high teens. We're at our best when we share the ball. And that's what we did in the first half. We did a fantastic job of getting deep into the paint, moving the ball, and you saw in the first half, everyone got rewarded with the unselfishness, with the way we played.
Disappointed to let them back in the game in that third quarter?
Look, as a coach, absolutely. You're always looking for the perfect game. That's never going to happen. I actually really like the way we responded. And we got stops, but then our offense with the shots we got from the stops was very efficient. We didn't play panicky, So that was the thing that I really liked from our team tonight in the fourth quarter.
And what were your words at three-quarter time to the boys, knowing that the Hawks were on their way back in?
Yeah, look, all night, all I preached was transition defense. Because the minute Tyler Harvey walks into this gym, he's in range. Fraser obviously wanted to prove a point, playing against his former club. Sam Frollings had a great year, so they got some potent weapons, especially when you're playing transition. So that was what I was preaching, because you want to try and fix everything, but you never will.
John Brady Manic went 0-5 against Brisbane tonight.
Yep.
I think he was 1 basket short of his season high. But season high rebounds, assists. What did you make that performance, that rebound as a whole?
Yeah, look, what I would say regarding Brady is he works hard. That's what a lot of people don't see, is every day he brings it. I think he's maturing into a professional. We forget this is his first year at this level, First time he's been away from his home, his family, all of that type of stuff. So he's dealing with a lot of stuff. It took him, he had a rough patch at the start of the year. And I would say since it coincides since we've been playing at a high level, his productivity has been pretty efficient.
Corey, people look at that and go, high score of the season, plenty of sharing when it comes to offence, etc. But it was against the team coming last at 2 and 15. What do you say about that?
Man, at the end of the day, they're pro ball players as well. Every night's a battle in this league. You can't take any team for granted. As you see how they played in the third quarter and came back, this league's full of talent. Every team's tough, so you can't take it lightly. So that's my response to that. They're pros.
Yeah, Johnny, it's mate. Just a quick one from me. The resilience you guys showed when they came at you hard, the crowd's up and about, they tied at 75, and then obviously the guy next to you has a response. But as you work further into this season, is that the thing that's most impressive at the moment, the way the guys are starting to respond to adversity?
Look, absolutely. We've been through a little bit up to this part of the year. And then we're finally figuring out how everyone best operates. You saw when we responded in that fourth quarter, it just wasn't one or two guys. It was everyone chipping in. And that's what I like about our productivity is it's across the board. We have multiple contributors at a high level. But you could say that about any team that's a successful team. You got to have contributors all over the floor. You just can't really rely on one or two guys. So we're finding a good groove. I hope we can find a groove where we can really string some in a row instead of having hiccups along the way.
What's the main thing you really want to work on? As far as, is it the D-trans, is it the interior D? I know you came in preaching defensive rebounding, and the rebounding's been a bit of a problem, obviously, for you. I mean, they were out rebounding, I think it was 10-1 to start, but you pulled it back. So, what is it that you feel you're going to need to become more consistent at in the second half of the season?
Yeah, look, our defense, us getting back in transition, our ball pressure, because when you're back and you're set, then you're not rotating, you're not out of position to rebound and all of those kinds of things. So just having that urgency to get back, build your wall to make it tough for them to get into the paint, like paint touches just kill you. So when we're locked in and we're in tune with our schemes, we're very good. But then when we get a little lax, as they showed in the third quarter, we fall back to the pack that way.
Just finally, just a quick word on the guy next to you. A huge fourth quarter when you really needed it, 13 points in the fourth alone. And
yep.
You described him in the preseason as a world-class scorer, and obviously we saw that tonight.
Yeah, look, it took me a good night's sleep to finally figure out I probably should put him in the starting lineup, and since then I think he's kicked a few goals, so that's on me.
All right, thanks, Johnny.
No worries.
Yeah, John, got some one sitting next to you. Everyone's talking about the other Webster at the moment. How likely do you think it is that we'll see the two of them combined this season?
I have no comment on any of the media speculation out there.
The club went down the same path with the no comment situation last year, Michael Fraser and John Brown, and lost the next three.
Yep.
Players all said that it was a distraction, the uncertainties around it. Do you need to get this decision done and dusted to avoid that being a problem?
I have no comment about any media speculation. And I wasn't part of last year, so I can't comment about that part either.
Yep, that's fair enough. We also know that's how you answer all that's fine. With Luke Travers, does he go to scans? Like, he is knowing the travel in between. Like, how do you sort him out?
Craig, I have the best medical team. That's their responsibility. I struggle to make a layup on my good days, so to ask about a guy's ankle, that's a tough question for me to answer right now. But Luke Travers will be traveling with us to New Zealand, and if I have to tape him up, I'll tape him up, and hopefully he'll play.